447 Rupert Street. He just set the building on fire.
He's getting into a black van.
And to more breaking news now as we are learning new details about this. A man with a jerry can walks away calmly from a burning building in East Vancouver and moments later gets in a scuffle with a plainclothes police officer before somehow escaping the scene. This one of 3 separate Masonic halls deliberately set on fire this morning.
At dawn, flames shot out of another Masonic hall in Lynn Valley, but the worst damage coming to this chapter at Lonsdale in North Vancouver. The building connected to other businesses engulfed in flames and destroyed.
Tonight, a 42-year-old man is in police custody, arrested this afternoon in Burnaby and suspected in all 3 arsons.
We've got team coverage on this story tonight. Alyssa Thibault live at the Masonic Hall in East Vancouver.
But we start with David Molko in North Vancouver, where residents are understandably reeling as much of that building has been destroyed. David.
It has been a tough week for North Vancouver. From Lynn Valley to here on Lonsdale, the Masonic Hall behind me literally crumbling, questions swirling about why decades of history, decades of memories just went up in smoke.
And I went out and I said, what the hell is going on?
What appeared to be one small blaze before daybreak quickly mushroomed down the North Shore.
At this point in time, all I can say is that it is suspicious.
Then jumped Burrard Inlet into East Van.
He just set the building on fire.
All 3 fires suspicious and all targeting Masonic lodges.
I'm just brokenhearted. I'm just dumbfounded. Such a great, incredible loss.
At 6:20 a.m., a neighbor reported banging, then the Lynn Valley Lodge in flames. A witness saw a dark van speeding away. 20 minutes later, along Lonsdale, a witness reported a man with a gas can, and this van leaving the scene. Then at 7:30, a third strike. The suspected arsonist recorded on video, apparently caught in the act.
He just set the building on fire.
He's getting into a black van.
And what appeared to be an altercation and a fistfight with an off-duty officer.
And he is now fighting back with.
It's hard to make out, but the suspect drives away.
Investigative efforts led Vancouver police to Burnaby, where a 42-year-old man was arrested. Officers were able to swiftly arrest the suspect, and we're thankful that no one was physically injured.
The flames out along Lonsdale Avenue, this local shop owner worried.
Shock and a bit of despair thinking about how difficult it has been and that this just adds more to the pile of problems.
And with 100+ years of local history gone in seconds, these 3 longtime Masons wondering why.
No reason you can think of why someone would target you.
No, we haven't done anything to hurt anybody. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Because he's not only harming the Masonic Lodge, he's harming people that depend on them for help.
Okay, David, a busy day certainly for firefighters and police. Are we learning any more information about that suspect tonight?
Well, law enforcement says he has a history of interactions with police, including criminal harassment, though nothing like arson. I'm watching and the building literally crumbling down behind me here. Scott, important to mention, charges are still pending, and luckily across here in North Van and Vancouver, no injuries.
All right, thank you, David.
Let's go to Alyssa Thibault now, live at Rupert and 29th. Alyssa, as David mentioned, the motive is the big question, but we do know the Freemasons are no stranger to threats and conspiracy theories.
Yeah, absolutely, Mi Jung. The group's website, for example, says that they have been targeted specifically regarding conspiracy theories, and one of those has been accusations of political manipulation. Now, historically, the group has been quite influential in Canada. 6 prime ministers were Freemasons, though the last one was back in 1963. So today, we asked the spokesperson for the Grand Lodge if there had been any threats made recently.
We receive threats from time to time, but generally speaking, they go nowhere and they're inconsequential.
So there are a number of halls and lodges across the Lower Mainland and also on Vancouver Island. We don't know why these three particular locations were targeted. The group has been in BC since the 1800s and dating far beyond that to the 14th century in Europe. This is a very old organisation. It's often referred to as a secret society, and we asked one of the members about that today.
There's always this talk about us being a secret society. We're not a secret society at all. We're just a group of guys that get together and look after each other and try and make the world a better place, that's all, and make ourselves a little better.
So you can see behind me here, this lodge here is boarded up. The glass is all being cleared away. Police did station officers at other locations earlier today after the fires, though they have since confirmed that this man was working alone, and they say that there is no longer a threat. Mijang?
Thank you, Alyssa.